Welcome back to another Mr. Williams Social Studies discussion video. Today we're going to be talking about river valleys and why people settled there. The rationale for this is because of the fact that we're going to talk about four ancient civilizations as we start off the school year, that being the Fertile Crescent, then ancient Egypt, then ancient China, and then finally ancient India, all of which in some way, shape, or form are centered around a river or two. And that's probably the big reason why we're going to kind of go into this as to why they settled here, how they settled here. And it's going to be a big driving factor into a lot of things that we talk about this 9 weeks. Okay, the first reason why people settled in these river valleys was for a source of fresh water for drinking. We all need water in order to survive. In fact, you can survive longer with just water and not food, but it is one of those things that they absolutely needed in order to survive, and they needed to find a fresh source. They couldn't settle near the oceans or anything else like that had salt water, because you cannot survive by drinking salt water. So they needed to find a fresh source of water for drinking, and these rivers that we're going to talk about were a major source of that. The next reason why people settled in these river valleys was because they needed a source of water to help irrigate their fields. This was huge because many of these ancient river valley civilizations that we're going to talk about are in very dry, arid climates, and therefore they needed this water from these rivers in order to divert them to their fields in order for them to help them survive. Yes, they got enough water when the flooding season occurred, and it deposited those rich mineral sources into the soil, but it didn't last for long because that water is eventually going to go down, and they needed to find better ways. So they started to develop irrigation systems, and as a result of that, were able to grow more crops and create these civilizations as a result. The third reason why people settled near rivers was because it was a good source of food. We've talked about the fact that people were hunter-gatherers, so they knew about fishing for a long time before this, so they used the rivers also to help supplement their supply of food by fishing and other things that came from the water as well too. So it was a big source of food as well. So that was another reason why they settled in this area. And finally, our last reason for people settling in these river valleys was it was an easy form of travel. Trade is going to be a huge part of all of these civilizations we're going to talk about. And being able to travel up and down a river by boat, by small canoe, whatever it may be, made travel much easier. You could carry a lot more stuff with you, and as a result, it became very much a big highway for people to move up and down as it relates to these ancient civilizations. All right, that'll just about wrap it up for this lecture. And basically what I want you guys to make sure you guys pay attention to on the next page is the main ideas that we went through in this lesson, because they are going to be very important for the remainder of the river valley civilizations we're going to talk about, as well as for all of your tests and quizzes from here on out. So make sure you know them. All right, I'll talk to you soon. Bye.